thank you for coming back and watching my videos. If you have anything to say after you watch this one, take a look down in the comments and let it all out. Of course, subscribe and like if you also enjoy the content. CottontailVA can't get a break. She's having the 1-2 punch. First, they take her ASMR channel, and then they deny the appeal. The appeal was denied, even though there was nothing S or N about the ASMR channel. Thanks to Team YouTube at YouTube. You're doing an amazing job at making creators never want to use your platform. Just a real quick rundown for those who haven't seen my previous video on this. She did get it taken down for the SNN policy, as you can see here. Of course, I say it for TOS reasons. And because they do that for every single ASMR channel, it is automatically hit that way for whatever reason, either mass reports or other things causing it to be hit all the time. That is something that is a risk for every creator now, especially anybody who does ASMR type content or whispering content or anything like that. And now, if that wasn't enough to throw salt on the wound, YouTube also took down her music channel. All the backup channels were taken down as well for community guidelines. So every single channel, from what it looks like, not only the ASMR, the music channel, backup channels, everything tied to her specific, what I'm guessing, her specific email was taken down for quote-unquote community guidelines issues. Never a strike, never anything else, just immediately taken down. This is not good. Can't have S on YouTube. Please look into this. What's going on with YouTube? Holy S, seeing non-stop channel deletions and takedowns. Are you effing serious? Fix this for her, please. They shouldn't be allowed to do this. This is insane. They took down your ASMR channel and the other ones too? That's so effed up. I'm so sorry to hear you're going through it. Nearly all of my ASMR taken down at the start of 2023, and it's a horrible experience. YouTube does hate YouTubers, it seems like. Basically, know you contacted them already, and I read the reply. Seems like the generic one. It does seem very boilerplate, generic, very AI-generated, ChatGPT type of stuff. So she has to figure out a way to get an actual human looking at this, and I guarantee that once an actual human looks at this, it's going to be, overturned. But still, all of her channels are gone. Not just one, not just ASMR, where you can be like, oh, well, then don't do ASMR. Everything was taken down for community guidelines. This is preposterous. This is just dumb. I don't get it. This is a little bit of fun time, meme time. We're talking about Fubuki and Mikomet, how they handle an electric mixer. Of course, Mikomet is Miko and Suisei. How they each handle the mixer. They handle it in different ways. Suisei just screams. The rest just kind of bounce along with it. Suisei just screams. And of course, very cute. You think Suisei wouldn't be surprised after watching the other two go, but here we are. And here it is. The original is from Umeboshi, created by them as well, I believe, because they have the figures of each and every one of them. It is hilarious. I love it. I wonder what they're cooking. They're always cooking something. Love it. Mint has hit 300K, another wonderful milestone for the Ghost Maid. And it is wonderful to see because she has been, like Doki and others, has been working extremely hard to get to this point. And of course, the community also is happy. Like, let's go. Cute Ghost Maid, next is 400K, then 500K, and hopefully to 1 million at some point. Marked by Doki setting off a nuke straight after. Oh boy. So, apparently, right after it happened.
Did they got this off of Wikipedia, or did they actually write this? I
got stuck. Hold on.
What the fuck? What did you press?
I actually dropped that on the floor.
What?
Sorry.
Thank you guys! Thank you!
Wow.
Oh my lordy!
Oh my god, it's insane! It's insane!
Oh my god! Yours did an instant detonate! Put on the floor and it just...
Wonderful. Like, the timing is impeccable. As you can see, everyone is super happy. An explosive 300K. It worked perfectly fine. It was amazing. And of course, everyone's congratulating her. Well deserved. She deserves so much more. It is just, yeah, onwards and upwards. And congratulations, because we all know where she came from. She used to be Pomu Rainpuff from nijisanji. Now she is now and forever will be Made Mint at this point. So congratulations to Made Mint for 300K. A bit of an update on the Doki Mint live concert, which was the PhantomThiefs Revenge. People were recording it on a Ring camera. They were recording it on random stuff. And guess what? Someone, somewhere, decided, hell, I'm gonna do this on a freaking 3DS. And here it is. The 3DS is not meant to record concert footage. It is not meant to record footage that is going to have deep bass or be extremely loud, which is the reason why you have this specific feel and this specific crispiness, crunchiness, whatever you want to call it, with everything that's going on. And this is absolutely lovely to see because it's just the things that people do. Every day I regret setting my 3DS away. Could never record anything but clips on my old 3DS. Holy S. Already losing my S after 5 seconds. Could have sworn one of the performers actually pointed it out. It is something that, of course, the community would do. I'd never thought that someone would actually have the balls to do it, but they did. And it is there for the world to see for the rest of eternity, or until YouTube takes it down. I am going to preface this with saying I personally had no issue with what Matarakan was doing. Yes, the time frame was a little tight. Things were a little tight in there, but she didn't want it to be like some big fancy like professional thing. She just wanted it to be done by fans and for fans. So for you guys who may not know, a while back I did cover this on my YouTube, Vtuber stuff. I did cover on my news segments that Matarakan was doing an art contest. She did it. She got a lot of backlash from artists saying that it was not enough time, you were asking for too much, and things about for the amount of money you're asking, you're gonna be giving, it's not enough for all the work that's being done, and blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. And I felt that it was a little too strict, like what they were doing to her. But let's see what she has to say. She says, "Hi Momos and VShojo fans. Wanted to give you all an update on the Matarakan VShojo art contest. It is with great sadness that I must announce that I will no longer be going ahead with the planned art contest. I went into this with far too much eagerness and not enough planningness. Thus, I ended with the outline of a contest that upset a lot of our fans in entrance. This art contest was a great lesson for me. I would like to thank the many artists who reached out to educate me. Thank you all so much for your genuine interest and, most importantly, your genuine advice on what I can do to improve for the next time I hold a fan contest. I've taken it all to heart. Lastly, I apologize for taking so long to address this. I wrote and rewrote this a million times and it never felt perfect. It never felt like my response would be enough for this, because it never is. I'll be honest, it never is. Especially not with the Twitter mobs, the way Twitter is, it never is enough. Once you apologize a little bit, you have people chomping at the bit to see what else they're going to make you apologize for. Unfortunately, that's the way it works. The longer I took, the worse I felt, feeling that I'll be upsetting even more people by not going through with the contest. So with that, I just want to apologize again from the bottom of my heart. I will do better next time. And of course she will. She never did anything horrible to begin with, in my opinion. Again, this is just an uninformed Squirrel's opinion. People were saying here. Appears she was naive and optimistic when initially posting the art event that she wanted to do. Probably could have avoided this outcome if she consulted a couple illustrators about the scope and reward, as well as starting the contest sooner to give the artist a proper amount of time to work on its submission. Even if you're an indie or a small corpo, surprising amount of thought may be required when planning a community event. Reaching out to DMs or closely examining events held by other channels are also good ideas. This Matara decided herself what it was going to be happening, and personally, people say like here, they see no issue with the event, something that random could join and win, a little for a fun contest. She wasn't looking for an artist that charges $500 to $1,000 for a piece that has a queue that takes months to illustrate something fantastic. She wanted something silly and creative that took someone an afternoon or maybe a couple of days to make, maybe a week to make. Basically asking for the best S drawing, and people got mad thinking she was asking for the Mona Lisa. And I think that was a big issue. People thought it was too much, people thought she wanted since it was an art contest, she wanted an S tier, like top of the line, really, really amazing quality stuff, when what she wanted was the best you could do with the time that you were given. Of course, I can understand from the artist's perspective, you want your very best work, especially for an art contest, especially if you're going to win the art contest. You want your very best work out there, and that could take you up to a month or more, depending on what kind of stuff you usually do and how really into it you are and how in depth you go into it. And I can understand that point. I'm not trying to diminish any of the artists or any of the things that they would be doing. Basically, on one hand, she made it very clear the entry level for the contest was non-existent. Could be doing noodle art, and it would be considered as long as it met the requirements of featuring multiple VShojo members. Also stated that she'd been missing the times where she was receiving group art of Etheria, and that our objective with this contest was to get as many submissions as possible to try and get that feeling of unity again. With this in mind, it's clear the target audience was the Momos, people who gladly volunteer their time to make happy even if they aren't good at it. However, she also introduced prize money in order to incentivize more people to participate, obviously to reward her community for their efforts. But of course, it didn't just nudge them, it also attracted people who never would have considered participating otherwise. Effect would be more amplified by the fact that she used Twitter for a contest. So yeah, basically what this person is saying is the scope ended up going out of control from what I'm understanding. Of course, I may be misunderstanding this wrong. Scope went out of control when she added a large prize pool. I think $1,500 is a large prize pool, however much it was. And that got the more professional artists, the more, artists that have commissions that are maybe on VGen and things like that, or, Pixiv or other places to take a look at it. And that's what made it seem more like a professional thing. And it's what made it seem more like something that should be taken more into, consideration of the time and effort and all that kind of stuff, when she really just wanted fans to be involved in this. And of course, that was a mistake, but not something that was done with any kind of malice or bad intentions. So of course, I hope that she doesn't beat herself up too much, because it seems she beat herself up a lot. And I hope she comes back with another one that hopefully won't get too many of these people angry. Because if you know Twitter well enough like I do, they are very easy to jump down your throats and then act all innocent after they're called out. Yuki Sakuna, a maid cat who also used to be Minato Aqua, who has graduated recently from Hololive. Graduated in the year 2024, which is where I'm doing this, in Hololive. And she is in the news right now because of this announcement. It has been decided that I will be doing a radio show, Nippon Cultural Broadcast AM and FM at radico.jp, until Yuki Sakuna looks good in Twin Tails, from January 2nd, 2025, every Thursday after that at 7:30 p.m. Look forward to seeing you all week. Every week. So, she's actually has a radio show. This is humongous. This is insane. This is something that I honestly did not expect. I did not expect her to be going that far in, because as we know, if you knew her as the Onion Maid, as the maid in Hololive, she is pretty withdrawn, introverted, that type of stuff, pretty shy. She's pretty shy overall. So for her to get out of her comfort zone, well, I feel it's a comfort zone, I may be wrong, and going into actually having a cultural broadcasting radio show on Nippon Cultural Broadcasting, it is, even if it's like for 30 minutes or 15 minutes or however long her show ends up being, it is still draining for anybody who is an introvert. All the introverts know it can be draining to have any kind of show like this. So of course it is amazing for her to take that step and go that far. And I am looking forward to all the fun that hopefully she will have with this. Aoi Sakura's Gachinko series has their full-on qualifier day 2. The top 10 will qualify for the next round, and we have some unfortunate news for those of you who are Doki fans like myself. Doki Bird was not able to meet the cutoff. You have Taijon and 788 and Sho and others who were able to get the cutoff, but Doki Bird's team was not able to get the cutoff. Unfortunately, she got to 12, which is still amazing for any team to get that high. I would be even below 20 if I was in that whole running. Why? Because I am utter garbage at this game. I would love to be in any tournament, and I would be very happy to be part of any tournament that involves Apex or anything like that. But of course, as I mentioned, I would not qualify. And of course, she did a good effort, very valiant effort. And what do I mean? This was her team. It was Doki Bird, Jurard Rexford, and Strafing Flame. They were all a part of it, and here is part of their ASG stuff.
Whoa, I don't even see it.
Shit, you're right. You're right.
Wait, no, you're playing Rampart. You're playing Rampart, so like you'll be fine. Yeah, you need you don't need a VOD review.
Yeah, I'll do this thing. I'll do this later. I'm just gonna watch their fucking gunfight or something, just to get me a little bit inspired.
Oh yeah, you could play some pubs while we watch this.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, because
oh shit!
It'll be fine. New journey.
Not him.
Markiplier.
I am somebody else. I am me. Stop it. Whatever. Next round for sure. Next round.
So that is the beauty of having someone like Doki Bird, Jurard, who seem to be extroverted enough that they know how to entertain. They know how to bring the laughter among all these things. And that is absolutely wonderful to see. I'm so very glad to see this. And I'm very glad to see they had fun. They may not have hit the cutoff for it, but as you can see here, they had a lot of fun. They were chatting with each other. They were enjoying themselves. They were enjoying watching others do their matches and do their scrims and everything like that. So I am very happy that they had this fun. It is unfortunate, of course, that they aren't going to the next round, but they got pretty darn far, in my opinion. Pop-up collab cafe, or cafe collab. Oh dear, look at the time. Iori's on the clock at Arcane Maid Cafe. She's dedicated to being her perfect maid outfit made from the moment you step inside. Stop in and try her delicious menu items starting at $12.19. 171 Live Oak Avenue, Arcadia, California. And here we go, Arcane Maid Cafe. December 4th to January 4th website. Here we go. They're having a lot of things here. Here's more stuff showing of everything here. You have, Iori's. You have a bit of honey there. You have, of course, Clara, Rooney, bunch of people. I'm going to show every single one that's a part of it. You have, of course, one-on-one ticket meet and greet, December 20th, Friday, and December 28th, Saturday. Iori, full-on meet and greet while supplies last. Of course, at that same moment, I believe. It's going to be in the same place. Yep, it's all about the same stuff. Just wanted to make sure. And of course, you have Irina, who is, I believe, a red panda. I believe she's a panda, red panda. On the clock at Arcane Maid Cafe as well. Natural Robo Feline Charm, or Robo Feline. She's a Robo Feline? I thought she was a red panda. I get confused all the time. And of course, they're also going to have their meet and greets on these days. Next, you have Rooney, Ruhuhu, who said evil women can't be good maids. Rooney's ready to whip up some trouble for you at the cafe. And of course, as shown here, you can go meet them one-on-one if you are in California. And of course, Iori, Rooney, Erina, Clara, all on the clock. Make sure to meet your favorite maids, and they're each and every one of them. The schedule of events for the meet and greets are down here. Everyone is right here. Let me make sure to make it bigger for each and every one of y'all so y'all can see it. 1219 to 104 is the one for them. Here's all their open calls, their meet and greets, everything for each and every one of them. Clara, Rooney, Arena, and of course Iori. Each and every one of them are going to have their moments, and here is each and every one of their dates here. Closer for you guys to be able to see. This is good. I'm glad that they're doing this, and I'm sure every single one of the girls is very, very happy to see this. Waiting for 5.5 years, Biboo has perms to play Bloodborne. Woo! She has perms to play Bloodborne. Guess Sony's finally blessing us with some perms. Hope Callie can play Ghost of Yote as well, since she loves so much Tsushima, and said it was a shame she couldn't stream. And now Pekora can maybe play God of War. Man, I'm loving this. Yeah, I hope this means that Hololive has an agreement with Sony. Because remember, everything that goes on in Hololive when it comes to this, it's usually some sort of contract that they have. Because of the lack of fair use over there in Japan and most of Asia, because of the lack of fair use, they have to make actual contractual things with other game makers, in this case Sony, Capcom in the past, other people, in order to be able to get the perms to do this. Now, indie developers, a lot of times are just like, hey, I have a game. If you want to play it, go ahead. I see they sent it directly to Hololive, saying you don't have to pay me anything. The fact that you guys are playing it is enough for me. So yeah, I'm just glad. She's gonna be a great hunter. Kiara has talked about that she has 95% chance of playing Stutterblade next week too. Let's go. So Hololive is getting perms for everybody that they can. Let's beep and go. People can play Bloodborne finally, because she's been playing a lot of the Soulsborne games. So it is really, really good news for her to play Bloodborne. It's a smaller news thing, of course, smarter than most people. People are like, why am I watching? I love when the livers, the VTubers, the talents, the voices, whoever you want to call them, when they get some ability to play a game that they love so much. So today, we go with Ceres Fauna of Hololive EN. She is, of course, going to be leaving soon enough that a lot of people are very sad. She joined on June 2021, at least the Twitter joined on June 2021. She's been there for several years, of course, but she has to go her own way now. Here we go. PSA from Ceres Fauna, lock your bikes. One last Holo EN 3D repeat from our favorite lottery running, truck driving, tree whispering, grain druidic, kidding, forest lady. I had covered this before on stream, but I wanted to cover it right now on this video, on this section. Why? Because it's funny. And this is actually done through, of course, them showing you everything.
Bike got stolen. I don't know if I've ever told this story. It was actually an internship that I had, and it was kind of like my first time working. Okay, I'm gonna buy a bike so that I can bike to my internship, and I did. And the very first night that I had my bike, and I parked my bike outside, and the
I love when they
crying,
3D it.
And I had to call my internship, and I was like, my bike got stolen. I'm sorry. I don't know how to go in today. And they were like, oh, that's fine. You can start tomorrow. Don't worry about it. So I called the police.
Crony being the police.
There's a lady I talked to on the phone, and she was like, oh, your bike got stolen this morning or last night. We have your bike. We caught the person in the act of stealing your bike, and we have it.
Nice.
You can come to the station to pick it up.
It was Bay. Bay stole it the whole
And I
time.
was like crying on the phone with her. It was an emotional, like, 30-minute ride. This means so much to me. Thank you so much. You've saved my day, my internship. Thank you. And she was just like, yeah, you can come get it, whatever. Just come pick it up, okay?
That sounds like Crony right there, very much.
Here anymore.
And there you go. That was the Holo EN 3D repeat. A little bit of moment with Fauna, since of course, like I've said, Fauna is going to be leaving very, very soon. It is a sad moment for everyone who is a fan of hers, but she is, of course, going to continue on her journey, whichever way that she wants to do it. And that's why I wanted to cover this, because it's a funny little story. Some good news regarding Nanashi Mumei of Hololive EN and Ceres Fauna of Hololive EN. She's going to be graduating pretty soon. They are both a part of what used to be called Holo Council, Hololive Council, now is Hololive Promise, because now you have Iris in it, so they changed the name a bit. What am I talking about? They have an original song and music video release. Nanashi Mumei and Ceres Fauna, their song is called It's Not a Phase. Let's take a look at it fully. It kind of gets the whole emo vibe, which is amazing. It's awesome. I am, of course, going to be putting little bits and pieces here because I have received copyright notices from the people that have the rights to it. Sometimes it could be trolls or whatever, but I have actually received that on my channel recently. So I'm going to be a little bit more careful. It very much emo. That's cute. That is freaking awesome. This is just, I'm just recommending you watch it, you look at it. It's very, very cute. They both did it proper, did it right. It's amazing. I love it. I love it so much. Painting their nails with a Sharpie. Hilarious. I love the aesthetic of it. They're both having their emo outfits on. They both have the same feel of it. And it's just, I love it. I absolutely love the look of it. It is a great song. And of course, I may be a little biased because I do enjoy Hololive so much. I enjoy Hololive EN so much. But as you know, anybody who has a song who is working their heart out, working their ass off, I will give them props, no matter what agency they're a part of. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types of content, everything in between. I do this because I want it to be a positive space, a space where positivity reigns and not negativity like doxing and other things. I talk about news in this space a lot, and I want it to be a positive side as well. You have Scathdraoi, I'm hoping I said it correctly. Probably didn't, and I apologize for that. They are, of course, celebrating 700 followers lately, because that's what they have right now. The EN VTuber and streamer, also a loot goblin extraordinaire, plays many games and seeks loot and peoples. Any pronouns are fine. Feel free to rein me back in any topic. I run away on tangents. Also, Celtic shapeshifting trickster, all that kind of fun stuff. They do have their Twitter and YouTube connected, which is what I'm going to show you guys in the description below. Of course, as always, we have here where they've done, this.
Good. We're going to wind this one up. Got him.
Got him. Got him. It was a wind-up. It was absolutely the wind-up. So definitely got him. And again, once again, I will have their YouTube, as I can see here, show you here. They have little clips, little videos put in there. They're doing mainly clips of their stuff. They did have one several years ago where they put their full on their VOD in there. But primarily, this one seems to be a clips channel for them. And I do hope that this brings more eyes to your content. Thank you so much. Scathdraoi, I hope I said it correctly. I probably messed it up again. I do thank you for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.